yo, you can skip this video if you can conjugate all of these sentences perfectly. Like literally, you can click off if you can do all of this. So let's start. Du fährst, läuft, du arbeitest, du tanzt, ich sammle, du reist. If you can't do this, then you have to watch 100% of this video and give 100% attention to this video too. Full screen, no multitasking, just this video until the end, and do the practice sheet until you finish it. If you don't do the practice sheet, then you don't gain anything from this video. You won't gain anything. So you have to practice, and I will give you the practice and the notes from this video. With the notes from this video, you can do the practice. And all of this for free. Hey, I'm Winston. I went from level 0 German to B2 to certified in just 6 months. Not because I'm some kind of language genius or a polyglot gigachat, but because I got an amazing German teacher. So now I'm trying to be that German teacher by teaching exactly how and what he taught me back then. Okay, what is conjugation? In English, it's I go, you go, he, she, it goes, we go, they go. Why is this one different? Why is this goes instead of go, 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 go? I don't know. It's just how it is, right? And it's the same in German. In German, it's ich gehe, du gehst, es geht, wir gehen, ihr geht, sie gehen. So, here we see a pattern. Every single ich goes with du, ste, ste, wir, ihr geht, sie, en. So let's establish terms here. So this is called Endungen or conjugation, Endungen, and this is called personal pronomen. Ich means I, du means you, es means he, she, it, wir, we, ihr, they, sie plural means they, sie is you formally. So I will explain about z later, this 3z, and how to differentiate later. Now it's regular Verben. Regular Verben type 1. There are 5 types. Just calm down. The only type that you have to know is this one, and the rest is just a little bit of modification from the type 1. So you have to master this so that you can do the later types, the types later. Now, ich gehe, du gehst, es geht, wir gehen, ihr geht, sie gehen. How do we do this? Before it was changed, it is gehen. Before it was changed, the infinitive, the base verb is gehen, to go. This means to go. From infinitive, we remove the en. We remove the en, now it's ge, and this is called Stamm. And with Stamm, personal pronomen and Endungen, we have a formula. The personal pronomen plus Stamm, Endung, this. Now we can form sentences. I go, ich gehe, du gehst, es geht, wir gehen, ihr geht, sie gehen. It's that easy. Just infinitive, no en. Now, personal pronomen plus Stamm plus Endung. It's that easy. But there's a little thing here that you have to know. It's via infinitive, straight to infinitive. Why? Why? Because for type 4 and type 5 and a lot of other verbs, it's much more easier for you to memorize via infinitive instead of en. Because sometimes it doesn't work that way. Because sometimes you don't have to add a here. So infinitive is more consistent. So ich gehe, du gehst, es geht, wir infinitive, ihr sie infinitive. Okay? Okay. So sie can be 3 things. Sie, so as a feminine singular pronoun, so one person, female, so die Katze oder die Frau und so weiter. A formal singular pronoun, this is in you. Formally, if you're talking to your boss or talking to someone like your professor, you say sie. And as a plural pronoun, so let's say die Kinder gehen zur Schule und so weiter. So let's say this example here. Sie geht zur Schule. Which one is this? Endung T. This means that one. Zur Schule gehen sie. Look at this. Capitalize. Sie. Zur Schule gehen sie. And then it's small an. This an. Could be either of this, but then this one is capitalized. Means it's this one. But then this one is small an. Sie plural. This means that there's a lot of whatever kinder, kids goes to school. A lot of kids goes to school. And this one is you formally go to school. And this one is a Frau, die Frau, or the Katze, that's feminine, anything that's die, goes to school. Okay? What about this one? It's sie here, and then gehen. It could be either of these, right? When this is capitalized, this could be capitalized too because it is at the start of a sentence. And in start of sentences, we start with capitalized letter, right? So which one is this? Is it this one or this one? We don't know. You can only determine this by context. You can only know this by context. Okay? I hope you understand the differences between z, this 3z, It could be either the three things. Yeah, okay? Okay. I hope you understand. If you don't understand, comment below. Okay, now let's continue the regular Verben. Conjugation. So ich gehe, du gehst, es geht und so weiter. Gehen means to go. Kommen means to come. Sagen means to say. Denken means to think. Let's try doing this one now. This one is denken. So denken, we eliminate this. This one dies now. Gone. Now ich denke. Du denkst. Es denkt. Wir denken. But instead of this, infinitive. So wir denken. Ihr denkt. Sie denken. Without this. Okay? Easy. Ich denke, du denkst, es denkt, wir denken, ihr denkt, sie denken. Easy. Here's the pattern. I hope you can memorize this right now. So memorize this right now. est, t, infinitive, t, infinitive. Regular Verben type 2. So all of this is regular Verben type 2. Why? Because the stem of these words ends with t, d, f, n, g, n, t, m, ch, n. What's a stem, you may ask? Stem is infinitive, ohne en. So this is infinitive, ohne en. It becomes stem. If you delete the en, all of this here becomes stem. Let's try conjugating arbeiten. Arbeiten, ich arbeite, du arbeitest, es arbeitet, wir arbeiten, infinitive, ihr arbeitet, sie arbeiten. Why does this exist? This is type 2. This is type 1. Why does this exist? Why don't we all just use type 1? Okay, let's try doing arbeiten, conjugating arbeiten with type 1. Ich arbeite, du arbeitst. It sounds weird. Add an A so that it doesn't sound weird. Arbeitest. Es Arbeit. So Arbeit, double T. Arbeit. How are you supposed to do that? It's impossible. So you gotta add an A so it doesn't sound weird. Wir arbeiten, infinitive. Ihr arbeitet again. Arbeit, double T. How are you supposed to pronounce that? Impossible. So add an A, becomes cool. Sie arbeiten, just infinitive. Nice. Now you know that it exists, why it exists, and cool beans. Now it's going to be easy for you, okay? This is the summarization. The only difference is here and here. Add an A when there is T. If the stem ended with T, D, F, N, G, N, T, M, T, and the N, add an A when the Endung ends with T. Yeah. Also, arbeiten means to work, antworten means to answer, reden means to yap or to talk, what I'm doing right now, ich rede. Öffnen means to open. Now, regular Verben type 3. It's almost the same as type 2. The only difference is that the stem, instead of T, D, F, N, G, N, T, M und so weiter, it's S, SZ, X und Z. Here, stem ended with S, SZ, X, Z und so weiter. The only difference with the type 1, it's all the same except for du. Instead of ST, we just add one single T. No T, no more S. Too much S, too cold. Here, reisen, instead of du reist, double S, just add a single T. It's that easy for type 3 when the stem ends with S, SZ, X und Z. Du reist, just one single T. Here's a summarization. Ich, du, T, es, T, wir, en, oder Infinitiv, ihr T, sie, Infinitiv. Don't memorize this as an, it's just infinitive. Here, reisen means to travel, beißen means to bite, hexen means to do witchcraft on somebody, ich hexe dich, tanzen means to dance. This is the difference, this is the only difference here. It's not that hard for type 3. Now, this is type 4. Type 4 isn't that hard if you memorize wir and zz as infinitive instead of an. Why? Because if you memorize this as an, you're going to remove n here, and then you do wir sammeln. And it's wrong. It's not wir sammeln. It's infinitive. Wir sammeln instead of wir sammeln. It's wrong. And zz sammeln. Here we can also see another exception here. Infinitive ended with aln. When you use ich, you remove the n and reverse the l and a. Just do a little swapperoo with it. Swapperoo. Just swap. When you swap, ich, infinitive ended with aln, infinitive ended mit eln. When you use ich, swap through la. Okay? Okay. Wait. That's crazy, bro. Ich sammle, du sammelst, sammel, wir Infinitiv sammeln, ihr sammelt, sie sammeln. This is the summarization or summary. Infinitive ended mit ln. Ich sammle, sammeln means to collect. Behandle means to cure or to treat or to approach. Klingeln is to ring the bell, ring, to ring. Lächeln means to laugh. Here it is, it's almost the same as type 1, but when it's ich, you just use swaperu if it ends with aln. Okay? Okay. So for regular verb type 5, it's literally the same as type 1. And if you memorize it correctly, like via infinitive and zz infinitive, this isn't even a type. So it's easy, just remove this. Ich ändere, du änderst, es ändert, wir ändern infinitiv, ihr ändert, te, zz infinitive ändern. If you memorize this wrong, like an, it's going to be a type because ändern, and that's wrong. Zz ändern, that's wrong. So if you memorize this correctly, via infinitive, this isn't a type. You don't even have to think about it. Now, here's more word summarization. Ändern means to change, bewundern means to admire, klettern means to climb, wandern means to hike. You can pause if you want to read. If not, we gotta go. Go. Summary. Regular Verben, 90% of the time, is just this. St, te, infinitiv, te, infinitiv. Ich, du, st, st, wir, infinitiv, ihr, te, sie, infinitiv. It's all this, except when it feels weird in your tongue, like 2, 3, 4, if it feels weird, then add stuff. For 2, you gotta add an a when there is te. So du, est, te, et, te. Und for Stamm ended mit s, sz, and x and z. That's all. Du without s. This, du without s, so just te. Infinitive ended mit aln. Swaperu, an isn't even a type if you memorize this correctly via infinitive, cc infinitive. So all you gotta know from this video about conjugation is ich, du, st, sie, st, wir, infinitiv, ihr, te, sie, infinitiv. And these two, just add a when there is no te, when Stamm ended mit this. No s in du when Stamm ended mit this. That's all. So we got besondere Verben. Besondere Verben doesn't have a pattern like this one. This one has a pattern. St, te, infinitiv, te, inf, infinitiv. But besondere Verben, they don't have a pattern. You just have to memorize them. So, but they're really important. Especially these three, they're pretty important because they're really common. This one is he, she, it. In English, it's like in English, it's to be. He is, I am, you are, they are, to be. This is to have, to become, to know, to do, to like, to want. They don't have a pattern, especially this one doesn't have a pattern. You just have to memorize this. Ich bin, du bist, sie, es ist, wir sind, ihr seid, sie sind. Dann du hast, sie, es hat, du wirst, sie, es wird. Du weißt, sie, es weiß, ich weiß, wir tun, sie tun. This is just infinitive. This doesn't have to be here, since there's a pattern here. St, te, ihr, te. And then here, we got mag, magst, mag. Mögen, ich mag, du magst, sie, es mag. Wir mögen, ihr mögt, sie mögen. Möchten, ich möchte, du möchtest, es möchte. Not they here, it's möchte. Wir möchten, ihr möchtet, sie möchten. Also, I want you to pay special attention to these ones. You have to be able to do this one, please. This one is pretty important. This one, please, you gotta do this one. If you don't memorize this one, you'll not even be A1. If you can't do these ones, you'll not be A1. You have to do it. You have to do it, man. Okay? Okay. Next, we got Vokalwechsel. Vokalwechsel, this means vokal, a, i, u, e, o, so like a, i, u, e, o, a vexel change. So the vokal, before you use it, it becomes something else. Why does this exist? I don't know. It just happens, it just exists. And the only way to know it is to implement it and practice the language. If you practice and implement the language in your life, you practice, yeah, you'll know all the verb that has this. For example, fahren, instead of ich fahre and then du fahrst, it becomes du fährst. as fährt, wir fahren, ihr fahrt, sie fahren. Here you see this? It only change on du and RCS. Du and RCS, it only changes on du and RCS. You can see this from schlafen becomes umlautet, halten, umlautet, 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 umlautet. Und so weiter. And these are all the verb that does the same thing. Next we got Vokalwechsel, au to oi. So laufen to oi, läufst. Ich laufe, du läufst, RCS läuft. Laufen means to run. Here, almost all the Vokalwechsel is only irregular or changes in du and RCS. So the next ones is wir laufen, ihr lauft, not läuft, but lauft, sie laufen. So the rest is just unnecessary for me to write since it's the same. And the only one that changes is du and RCS. So yeah, that's why wir, ihr und sie isn't written. Saufen next means to eat, but for animals. So ich saufe, du säufst, RCS säuft. Here look at this table. When an animal eats, it's fressen. When a human eats, it's essen. When a human drinks, it's trinken. When an animal drinks, it's saufen. There's a difference. I don't know, it's the Germans. Germans make a lot of rules and specific verb for each things. Yeah, it's just a beautiful German language. Next we got Vokalwechsel, I, from A to I. So sprechen, I, so ich spreche, du sprichst, RCS spricht. Ich gebe, du gibst, RCS gibt. Ich esse, du isst, RCS isst. Ich nehme, du nimmst, RCS nimmt. Ich trete, du trittst, RCS tritt. So sprechen means to yap. Sprechen, yap, yapping. Geben, to give. Essen means to eat. Nehmen means to take. Treten means to step in. Okay, cool. Now these are all the verbs that changes. So treffen, trifft. Erschrecken, stechen, sticht. Sterben, stirbt. Du vergisst. Du trittst. Du wirfst. Du wirfst. Du brichst. Du hilfst. Du nimmst. Nimmst. And this is nimmst. It should be highlighted, and this also should also be highlighted because tritt's double T, not just tritt as T. And then du erschrickst. Next we got Vokalwechsel from A to I. So I. So ich sehe, du siehst, RCS sieht. Ich lese, du liest, RCS liest. Ich empfehle, du empfiehlst, RCS empfiehlt. Ich stelle, du stiehlst, RCS stiehlt. Yeah, finally we're done. Conjugation, we got 5 types. Besondere Verben, we got 7 Verben that doesn't have a pattern. Vokalwechsel, there are 4 types of Vokalwechsel from A to A umlaut, AU to A umlaut U, Oi, Au, Oi, EI, EIE, I, AE. Look at the background. We started from morning and I recorded this until the night. I'm tired. Now we got Besondere Verben. You have to master these 3 at least because these are the most common ones, especially this one. To be, I am, you are, he is, they are, und so weiter. Ich bin, du bist, es ist, wir sind, ihr seid, sie sind. Next we got, everything here is pretty much important, but these 3 are more important. And this Vokalwechsel from A to A umlaut, A to Au to Oi, A to I, A to E. This doesn't happen to every verb. You just gotta know every single verb that changes. This is German. It's just the Realität. You have to accept it and just implement and practice the language. After doing that, you'll know it. Watch this video. You watch this video just so you know it exists. And after you know that it exists, you have to practice it so that you can forever know it. Just like when you're riding a bike, right? Did you watch someone ride a bike 100,000 times? No, you actually have to learn. You have to ride the bike to learn riding a bike, okay? I'm yapping so hard right now. I'll give you 2 things, just like in the start of the video. I'll give you notes and practice. Notes from this video. You can look at the notes in order to do the practice. Thank you for watching. Please do the practice. I've worked so hard in this video. Look at the background. Thank you. One-on-one coaching, first link in the description. If you want the resources, it's in the second link in the description. This is in the second link of the description. Thank you for watching. I hope this helped you. Any feedback would be loved, would be appreciated.